guys, and happy HIKEATHON day 5. This will be the third reading vlog for HIKEATHON, so in case you missed it, I will link the vlogs for days 1 and 2 and days 3 and 4 up in the cards as well as down below in the description. But it is Friday at 2 p.m. today. I had quite a bit of work to do earlier in the day, and I also was editing the second vlog, so I'm just now checking in, but I do have updates. So first up, I finished The Islands at the End of the World last night. Absolutely loved it. I think I'm giving it 5 stars. It's probably more of like a 4.5, but I've only had 3 5 stars this year, and I enjoyed this so much more than so many other things that I've read. So I think I'm gonna settle on a 5 for now. I may change my mind later, but I so enjoyed this one. Definitely check out those other vlogs for my thoughts and feelings of this, and I'll talk about that more in my HIKEATHON reading wrap up. I've officially ordered the second book from Thrift Books. Hopefully that will come in next week, but we'll have to see how quick they are about it. Then I read up to 100 pages in Grey Wolf Island. Like I said, I'm buddy reading this one, so I'm wanting to read it a little bit slower and not like finish it too quickly. Although I am gonna read some more of this today. Really enjoying this one as well. It's very adventurous. I'm enjoying the like ragtag team of kids, and they're off on like a treasure hunt, and there's mysteries, and it's just really fun. Loving all the island settings as well. And then this morning I read and completed Maker's Comics Survive the Outdoors. So this is a graphic novel that is basically teaching survival skills for the outdoors in a short little story about kids that are like really into technology that go and spend the weekend with their grandpa fishing and camping and things like that. I really like this one. There's a lot to do with like learning how to fish and clean a fish and fix wounds and things like that, so just kind of keep that in mind. It's designed for like probably preteens, middle graders, but there's a lot to do with like surviving in the woods and fishing and camping and building a shelter, all that kind of stuff. It's mostly that. It's very little story, but it's really cute, and if you want your kids to be like outdoorsy and learn some things, it's very cool. So like this is like the campfire structure, like ways to build a campfire, and they teach them how to build like this candle burner thing that will start the fire easy, and what to bring when you're going to the woods and stuff like that. So probably 4 stars. Then I have, I think, around an hour and a half left in Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. My friend that's buddy reading this with me finished it, so this is my priority for today. I am really enjoying it. It's got an island setting. It's got like people coming together that don't really know each other that well. Mysterious things are happening. There's something kind of creepy about the island, and I'm enjoying this one a lot because it's not diving too much into the background of the characters. I feel like sometimes these survival thriller reads focus too much on things in the past and not like the actual situation that's happening. So we're getting just enough that the story makes sense and things are kind of unfolding, but not too much, and it's not overly dark and depressing. Like the characters have some dark pasts and things, but it's doable, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. The pacing's really good. So now I'm gonna go take Ledge on our hike for today. We're gonna do a shorter hike. I was originally gonna go to a new trail today, do a longer hike, go shopping in this new area, but I had a lot to do at the house. I had a lot of cleaning and laundry and editing videos and work stuff and gardening and stuff that I've kind of been putting off because I've been having a little bit of a slower week. So I wanted to get a bunch of that done. So I was responsible and stayed home and did that. And also, we're gonna be gone a lot this weekend. We have 2 big hikes that we're gonna do. We have a party tomorrow night to go to. So I wanted to make sure that I got a lot of the house stuff done so that I wasn't behind for next week. So we're just gonna go to a trail that's closer to me, that's actually over by Home Depot, because I need to get some flowers to put in my flower baskets for summer. I'm very behind on planting them, but it's kind of okay because it's still not very warm. Like, it's almost June and we've barely been getting days in the 70s. I don't want it to be crazy hot because then my house gets hot, but a little warmth could be good. But it is giving me more time to plant things and not have to be like outside all the time watering and stuff. So we're gonna go look at Home Depot for some flowers and some plants that I need. We're gonna hike over there. There's a hiking trail that I really like over there that's partially like in a wooded area and then partially like through a neighborhood. And then we're gonna come home. If I have time, I'm gonna garden at least a little bit. I need to water some plants and things. Pretty busy over the next 3 days or so. I am gonna start a new physical book later today since I'm still buddy reading Grey Wolf Island kind of slowly. So we'll talk about that later. Yeah, I'll just take you with me, and that is what's happening for today. today is the Elemental Magic Day for the photo on Instagram. I always joke about how I am like a weather witch because I'll say things and then like the weather will change and it seriously feels like it's about to rain, and I'm hoping we make it back to the car. This is the state of part of the garden right now. It's really wild, but there's actually a lot of food. So this is peas. I clearly planted them too close together, but they're really happy. And all of these blooms are gonna become little pea pods. We've got onions and all kinds of stuff, but I need to plant some more up here and up there. I need to clean out this bed and plant some things. So we're gonna do that next week for sure. I got a box from my sweet friend Marie, who I'm reading Grey Wolf Island with. She has sent me 3 of her Fairy Loot editions that she doesn't want because she's the best and so nice. So she sent me The Foxglove King by Hannah Witten. There's another book by Hannah Witten that I've been wanting to check out that I think is a Red Riding Hood retelling. I don't know if this is a retelling or not, but it is beautiful. And I know it's fantasy, I think romance. I think YA, I'm not sure. Look, so pretty. So that is so cool. Physical book is amazing. And it has an alternate dust jacket. I kind of love that this is an alternate dust jacket, but this is also a special edition dust jacket, so I'm always torn about flipping them on the rare occasion that I do get special editions, but these end pages are stunning. Then she sent me Cruel Illusions. Look how pretty. This is, I believe, an Alice in Wonderland retelling. I think it's adult. I could be wrong. This is what the hardback looks like. The end pages. Again, another kind of fantasy romance. So pretty. And these end pages are stunning. The roses, oh, so awesome. And then my absolute favorite, this might be like my favorite cover of the year or like ever. So, In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune. Oh my gosh. Look at the little houses and the trees. The cutest end pages. Look at the little robot. Oh my gosh. So pretty. Look at these sprayed edges. Oh my gosh. And then hardcover is so beautiful. This makes me want to read this for HIKEATHON so badly. I didn't place a hold for this like I normally would for like all the books that will fit because it's a 15-hour audiobook and I didn't think I could get to that in time because it's so long. But it's kind of perfect for HIKEATHON because this is about robots that like live in the trees in the woods with like one human, and I think they have to like survive, or it's like very nature-y. So I went and looked to see if I could get a hold of it, but it's like a 12-week wait on Libby and I couldn't find it on Scribd. I could use one of my Audible credits. I did like a half off Audible for 4 months thing, but I hate doing that when I am able to get it from the library. I just have to wait. But it seems so perfect for HIKEATHON. Like, look at this. Ugh, so pretty. I just can't believe this. This is so nice of her. Thinking I'll read Cruel Illusions for Retoldathon in August, or maybe in advance to use for recommendations. But look, you guys, look how pretty. Oh my gosh. I am too cheap to buy special editions, so the only way I get them is when friends are very kind and send me like their extra copies, or if I happen to find them at the used bookstores, which I have found a few over the years. I also don't like having doubles of books, so I use that as an excuse. I think I might go back on the Fairy Loot wait list because they're so pretty and now I have FOMO. Happy HIKEATHON day 6. Up and already going. It is 9 a.m. on Saturday and we are going to a special trail. It is called the Elven Forest.
Nope.
The Elfin Forest. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it that, but I've been
because that's the correct word.
Is it?
Yes. Elven is what it's supposed to be, but they called it Elfin.
Oh, okay.
For whatever.
That's why. See, I'm just being proper. I'm really excited. I've been saving this trail specifically for HIKEATHON, so I'm going to take you with us while we go hiking. We're going to do at least an hour, but we might do longer depending on how cool it is. It is not very hot today, so I don't know what's happening. We're going to be cold again. So we wound up only doing an hour on the trail because it was fairly steep and there was like an option to go like back down where we came from about the halfway point or to continue going up to a lookout. I don't know that I was quite prepared to keep going up. It was so steep. So we'll have to make that a goal for a different day. So we only did an hour, which is fine because we're doing stuff tomorrow too. Jeff is getting us hot dog buns and some other things for lunch. I got a potted plant drink today and I was going to use this for my spring food tomorrow, but she didn't put the little mint leaf on top. So I have to think of something very quick to do for spring food tomorrow. I may use a photo that I have done for work. Might cheat.
Are these purpley enough for you?
Ooh, let me see. Some of them are purple, right? Yeah. I asked Jeff to get me purple potatoes for planting in the garden. So we're headed home now. It's only 10:30, so we've got quite a bit of time before we need to go to our party later. But such a good boy. He had to crawl on rocks in the river and he thought it was so fun. It was so fun, Mom. Thanks for making lunch. Sorry if you can hear the laundry in the background. I haven't updated you since last night. I realized I didn't check in a second time because I kind of conked out. But I'm getting ready to go garden in the yard, so I'm going to film some of this and then I'll come back in and do a checkup, letting you know everything I'm reading. I finished Reckless Girls. I have an hour left in Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and I'm about to start a new physical book. Things are going good. We're having a really good day. We had a good lunch, so I'm going to go garden. And then I'll see you in a minute. First task is to clean out this garden bed. I have let the weeds go out of control and I didn't have enough dirt to finish filling it. So I'm pulling these weeds and then I'm gonna put some fresh dirt down and then I'll plant some things. So that's task number one. Okay, so I wasn't able to fill it up all the way. I need to go get a couple more bags of dirt, but I got it all weeded and I pulled all the celery out of it. I'm gonna juice that later. And then up here, I trimmed all my tomato plants and I have a huge tomato growing. And then I also put in a new tomato here. I need to keep putting stuff in and this will be almost done. And then I have a tomato wall on this fence and I cleaned it up a little bit to fix this because the gophers dug up some dirt. I put 2 more tomatoes in over here and then I put 2 tomatoes in these little buckets. These are smaller varieties, so they'll be about like that tall. Yay. Okay, you guys, we are getting ready to head out to go to a new friend's birthday party tonight. Probably won't stay super long because we have plans tomorrow. We're gonna go to this new area that's a couple hours away. That's called Lake Arrowhead and walk around the lake, go shopping, maybe do a hiking trail. They are famous for Belgian waffles. His boss told us they have amazing pizza, so we're doing a whole thing. So excited about it. Today was so much fun. The trail was shorter than I was anticipating for the difficulty level. We did half of the hard trail, which was like 1.5 miles, and then it split and you could go back down and do like the second trail, which was the easy trail and like the botanical garden. The first trail was like continuing to go like super high up and steep. I didn't have the stamina to do that today. I just wasn't in the mood. So we still did an hour-long hike. We still saw a bunch of things. It was so pretty. We had a good time. Then we went and got our coffee, came home and Jeff made us lunch and I gardened while I listened to a new audiobook. But first I want to tell you about yesterday. yesterday. So Home Depot didn't have any flowers, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. So stay tuned for that. I tried to play Oregon Trail last night while I listened to my audiobook, but I couldn't because there's like a lot of reading with Oregon Trail because it's like, this happened, so you have to do this now, and I could not like pay attention to both. So I played for a little bit and then I just switched to playing Mahjong tiles while I listened to my audiobook. Yesterday though, I think on my walk, I'm not sure if I told you guys this or not, but I finished Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. It was so good. It was a 4-star. It was a thriller and a mystery, and it was like intense, but not overly intense. It wasn't depressing, even though there was a little bit of darker subject matter. Set on a mysterious island. It had jungle vibes, all kinds of cool stuff like that. So I really, really enjoyed it. This is one of the better thrillers that I've read, especially for an adult thriller. Didn't realize that Rachel Hawkins is the author of Hex Haul, which is one of the series I recently unhauled, but I really enjoyed the series. It just wasn't something I thought that I was going to be recommending all the time, so I didn't keep it. YA paranormal trilogy, and so that explains why I liked the writing. So she has another thriller called The Villa that's like set in Italy that I think I might check out, because I'm always looking for like good thrillers that aren't too dark or too depressing but still like intense. Then I finished today Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. You guys, it was so good. It was so good. I wanted to check in last night, but I was feeling lazy. I was like gushing last night. I was like blushing and smiling and laughing out loud while I was listening to parts of it. It is just so sweet. The romance is amazing. I have a new book boyfriend. He is fabulous. There's a dog in here. It was cozy, but it was also mysterious. So the style of this is you're reading like her journal entries and also like her writing out the encyclopedia and getting different stories about the Fae world, but then also the story of like what happened to her and how she wound up where she is now. And so it does go a little bit back and forth, and it has a little bit of a weird style to it, which may not be for everyone. And it is very kind of pretentious and like really funny and Britishly dramatic, and I loved it so much. The fairies were all different kinds. We had little tiny fairies, we had like obnoxious fairies, we had tall fairies which were more like humans. Love interest was so good. I do believe this is considered adult. It might be YA. I'm not sure, but I think it's adult, but it wasn't smutty at all, which I loved. Ugh, it was so good. 5 stars. So excited. My favorite read of the readathon, and it was the group read. I am having the best time with all of my books, and everyone keeps messaging me and saying that I crushed the recommendations, even the ones that I haven't read. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening, because last year wasn't bad. Like I really liked the physical reads that I did, but I didn't love the audiobook. And this year they're so good. Even the ones I'm giving 3 stars, I'm still like so enjoying it. Maybe I'm just like in a better mood and having fun. But like my friend Bella said she's feeling the same way. My friend Marie said she's loving the reads. I'm just having so much fun. I'm a little worn out from all the hiking and the editing and stuff, but it's like a good kind of worn out. That's my updates on those books. So then I decided to start All the Wind in the World because I had a pile of TBR books on my entertainment center in the living room, and I have barely touched it because a lot of the books I'm listening to, books that I don't own. So I was like, I need to hit like a couple of these for the next few books to get some of these off. In case I don't like them, then I can unhaul them, because I have a situation where I need to haul some books that I'll show you guys a little bit later. I'm not entirely sure like what's happening. So we're following 2 characters, and they work in Mexico harvesting like agave and like basically on like tequila farms, and it's very like brutal, dire situations. They don't get paid a lot. They're kind of like abused. They have to pretend like they're not together like romantically because people take advantage of them and like will like injure one of the other ones to try and take the wages from the other. They wind up going to this different like ranch where there's like rumors that it's cursed, and they're gonna go there because they really need help and they just want the money. And then I'm not sure if there's like a magical aspect or not. I am almost halfway into this because it's only a 7-hour audio. I'm not loving it. It's very dramatic and sad, and I'm hoping there is a magical aspect. I am loving the environment of them like working with the agave plants. Like the cover's beautiful. There's like these dangerous windstorms that happen and things. So it does have a good like survival-ish aspect. This is supposed to be set in the future as well, so I think that the environment's a little bit rougher as well. But this was just a short audio. It was one that I owned, so I wanted to knock this one off. It was also one that I didn't have a buddy read planned, but I may jump into something else tonight or tomorrow and just kind of more slowly read this. I only have like 4 hours left, so it's not that bad. I'm still enjoying it. I'm just not like loving it, but I just finished Emily and I'm like completely obsessed, and I miss the characters, and I'm so excited there's another one coming out because I didn't know it was a series. I also ordered a copy of Emily because I liked it so much. I went on blackwells.com or .uk and I got the UK edition because this is the UK edition. And it's so beautiful, and I found a copy for $16 with free shipping. If you know me, I like never buy new books, and I've bought 2 new books for this readathon that I paid like regular price for. So hopefully I like Fourth Wing as much as I liked Emily. I have not started a new physical read, so I don't have anything to talk to you about there. I'm gonna bring probably Grey Wolf Island with me tonight for the car ride because it's like a 30-minute drive, and then hopefully have enough energy to read tonight when we come back. And I may be tuckered out and we need to go to bed early. So those are my updates. We're gonna leave off with that and then I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys, we're on the way to the party, but I had to pop in because I started this Revenge of the Wild, and all I knew about it was that it was like a YA Western, and it said it had like monsters and 6-shooters and like saloons and things. And I knew it had like a little bit of magic in it. And I'm 6 pages in, I've already met an elf and an ogre and learned about a blood brothel filled with vampires down the road. And there's like a magical dome that they're under. What kind of magical book-picking powers do I have right now? I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna go read some more. Hey guys, I realized I didn't sign off this reading vlog yesterday, so this is the end of the 3rd reading vlog, and we're getting ready to jump right into the next one. I hope you guys are ready and having a good time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.